Hi Stampers, this is Lynn Starzl, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how I made this purse. And it's with the Autumn Expressions dies. I did not use the stamp set on here, but to save 10% you'd want to buy them as a bundle. Okay, let's get started. So you're going to need 2 3.5 by 5.5 pieces of copper clay, and then you will die cut 2 of this die, and you're going to want the small frame. So the large frame has the bigger tabs, but you're going to cut 2 of these so you have a front and a back. But then you want to save the large insert, so you'll have 2 of those and 2 frames. So you'll end up with 2 pieces like this, and then you'll have 2 large inserts that you're going to use and 2 small. And the small, I die cut my handle and the clasp out of this piece, and you're also going to need 2 of each of those. And then we're going to use the new Forever Plaid embossing folder to do my pieces. And so you will just put them in. I just line them up. I do both of them at the same time. And you run it through hinge first, and with a logo on top. So then you have these 2 pieces. So we're going to need to cut these apart, and I just I'll just cut. There's a little line there, if you can see that. And that will be the bottom. And I have just done just one part of this using scrap paper, but you still need the large insert. So if you're using designer series paper or something, then you could go ahead and just do half of it. They say save these for another future project. Okay, now let's see. This is what is a little tricky, putting glue on this skinny part. So I'm going to get my silicone mat here. And just lightly go along the inside. And then we'll place that over. And I don't know if you can see the stitched lines. I'm just trying to have them just on the inside. Here you can see them a little bit better. And you're going to have to do 2 of them. And if you do get a little heavy on the glue, what I do is just tap it down on my silicone mat. And then we'll place it like so. Okay, now we've got those two pieces done. Now, you'll also need a 4.5 by 4.5 square. And you can use your trimmer to do score lines. I'm using the Simply Scored. And I'm going to score at 1 inch. And then I'm going to flip it to the opposite side and do 1 inch again. And then I'm going to turn it, just a quarter turn, and then I'm going to score at 1 3/4. Flip it, and then I'm going to score at 1 3/4. And then I cut these two small tabs that are opposite each other. And then I also angle them a little bit. Do the other side. When I made my Potions and Spells treat packages, or treat favors, I had different sizes for the box. But I wanted this to also hold a gift card, which I just sandwiched it between the Ghirardelli chocolates. And I'm going to fold these down. Could use my bone folder, I guess. Okay, now we're going to make our box, and I'm going to add adhesive here and here. Okay, now before we add that to our purse sides, we're going to finish adding the handles and the decoration. I'll get my mat out here again. Use some glue. Just center that. And we'll do the other one. do the handles. Whoops, I got a little heavy there. And then we got to do this one. And then we're going to add these woven golden leaves. And we're just going to use a couple mini glue dots. And then I already die cut these leaves. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue. Tap it down. And we're going to add our old olive leaf. And then for the sentiment, I used the Labeled with Love and the Just for You. And that piece is 3/8 of an inch wide, and then I'm just going to trim it off. So you can have whatever length you want. And I'm going to use mini glue dots for that. The Autumn Expressions stamp set, these were really large sentiments, so I didn't want to cover up my purse. And there were smaller ones here, but I chose this. Okay, now we're going to add our box. And more glue. And I just kind of put it just above this arch there, curved area. Hopefully have it centered. With the glue, you can move it around a little. And I'm going to add more glue. There you have it. And I have these Ghirardelli dark chocolate, I don't know, do you say macchiato? But it says natural coffee flavor. And I'm using it with a Starbucks gift card. You can put your candy in this way or this way. And then you can add your gift card in the center. Let's see. that cute? Now, when I did this one, I used Designer Series paper. And this is retired in color paper from a year ago. But you have to watch for what you have on the back. And so trying to find enough paper to use on these purses, I gave up for using current. So I chose to emboss my piece instead. So I'll have the measurements and stuff for this purse on my blog post, and then I'll link to that in the description of the video. Happy stamping!